Good morning, Jacob.
Morning.
We got Jacob from Chaos Divers is meeting up with us this morning, just finished breakfast as we are getting ready to start another search. Today we're looking for Bonnie Lee Schultz, who went missing in 1997, driving a 1990 Mercury Sable station wagon. Now, whenever we come into these, I come into them as we're looking at an accident, we're looking at suicide. However, sometimes as we start our investigation, we get a little bit more into it. There may be, and a lot of times the families always believe that there is a foul play side of this as well. I'm going to look at this from a accident or intentional side of it. Doug's done a little bit of different research and he has a different theory on this one today that we're going to introduce right out of the gate. I don't want to believe that one, so we're going to send you to the foul play side of things. So we appreciate you being here today.
All right.
To give you a little bit of background and story on this one is Bonnie was going through a potential divorce at the time.
Yep.
She had left that evening. Her 10-year-old and 10-year-old son, 15-year-old daughter was home with her husband. She went to a party with coworkers. About 4 a.m. in the morning, she was done at the party over on the 62nd Street over in Allisonville to go back to her home at the 4400 block, which is about an 18-mile span. The oldest daughters and her friend have always wondered about the White River. The White River is en route between where the party was at and the home. In fact, let me bring this up because this is why nothing along the route on this one indicates an accident to me. So then that brings us into the no family wants to believe that mom may be checking out. And I hate talking about it on camera right out of the gate, but this is what we come into as investigators. So we have the 4400 Clayburn Drive is where the home is at. We then have where the party was at the 62nd Street Market, Allisonville Road. We then take what the potential route may be on the way home for the shortest distance. And for me, as you're coming down this road, this 100% in an 18-mile stretch, the only closest boat ramp is right here. You just make a right, half a block. And so I'm going to just say, mom's been partying all night. She's been drinking. She has all of this weighing on her from her failing marriage at home. Mm-hmm. And at the end of the night, the river's right there. It's half a block. I'm just done. I'm checking out. This is where I'm going to go first with Doug.
Okay.
Doug, however, has a completely different thought and scenario for you that I'm going to let him jump in here now and talk about.
Okay, so when we're hashing these investigations out and we're going over all the facts, in order to do it properly, you know, I tend to always go through all of the what ifs and the scenarios, and sometimes there's some factors that point to different conclusions. In this case, it's a long-time stay-at-home mom, marital issues, they've discussed divorce, she gets a job, she's spending all of her time now around other people, she got involved with another guy. It's out there, it's in writing, she was involved with somebody.
Yeah, we're not talking about speculation of another guy. Like, there is 100%
So their marital problems were like next-level problems. And this night that she disappeared, she went to a nighttime party with this friend and her coworkers, left her husband at home. The oldest child was 15 years old and spent the night at a friend's house that night. The 10-year-old child was at home. So she went out, she got to the party. Everybody at the party said that she was very distraught and disturbed when she got there, like they had been fighting. And, you know, after several drinks, they consoled her, you know, pumped her up and got her all, you know, hey, you know how it goes at the parties. You know, somebody shows up all negative Nelly and your friends rally around you and tell you you deserve better and have a good time. That's what happened. She ended up having a good time, and at 4 a.m. she left, never seen or heard from again. So I'm guessing she had a great time, she left, she went home, and I'm gonna tell you from my experience, it would never be okay for my wife or I to ever go out at night without each other to a nighttime party. Mind you, she had these problems at home. She got home between 4 and 5 a.m. Things blew up, and that's when I think something happened. She hasn't been seen from since. Several miles away from her home is one of the biggest parks in this entire region. So I think there's a reservoir there that she possibly could be in. These are two great spots where we start with the accident suicide theory. 100%, it's right on her route from her home to from the bar to her home. The other theory is what I just sort of explained. And mind you, the friends at the party and the boyfriend have all been ruled out. They passed tests. They are not in suspicion. The husband, however, did not. His test was extremely deceptive. So that's another thing that corroborates my theory of something bad happened when she got home that night.
So, with the river, we got the smaller boats. We're going to jump over there. We really appreciate you, Jacob. And if you've not checked Jacob out, he's got his own YouTube channel called Chaos Divers. He's been with us on a couple of cold case investigations. And we pulled off of one, heading to another one. And Jacob, you did a great job with Charles Fluharty, where a few days later, Jacob went back in and was able to locate him working with a detective and some new clues. So
Yeah.
definitely check out Jacob. Today, we're very hopeful that we're going to solve this one. We don't know if it's foul play, and we don't know if it's, if mom checked out. We don't know. I don't feel like this one is an accident at all, but we're going to go do what we can today, and we're going to give everybody the answers that's one way or another. She's here or she's not.
The children are there. Like they want answers. Like they've been outspoken that they miss their mom and they want answers.
Yep. All right, let's get on it. Jared.
Hi, Jared. This is Sarah.
Hey, Sarah. Thanks for calling me.
Hey. Sorry.
No worries.
Everything has been crazy.
Oh, same thing in our world. So, hey.
Oh, I'm sure. You guys are always busy.
Yes. So we are in town, and we just pulled up to our first location. Where we're at right now is we're looking at the first possible boat ramp here at the White River after she would have left the bar heading home.
Okay.
Let me tell you what the name of it is, just so you know where we're at. We're at the White River boat ramp off of Broad Ripple Avenue.
Okay. There are probably going to be a bunch of cars in the White River, just so you know.
Okay.
There are a lot of people that ditch their vehicles in there.
So can you back me up and tell me a little bit more about this case? Really all we have to go on are the news articles. We've never spoken with you or the family yet, and we're just looking for as much information as we can to kind of what the family feels. And are there any additional locations that we should be looking at today as well, besides?
I was 12 when she disappeared, and so I used to go over and hang out at their house all the time. Bonnie was the ideal mom. As a kid, she would always be baking things when we went over to play, and so we'd have cookies and snacks and stuff, and they had a little dog, and the kids always had the best toys. Josh played basketball, and she was always at his games and practices. She was the best PTA mom, if that gives you a good description of how she was.
Oh, 100%. I picked up on that just by looking at some of her photos.
Yeah, and so never in a million years, granted I was 12, but did I think that she would leave her kids, or even if stuff got bad with Richard, she would take the kids with her. She wouldn't just disappear.
Right. And tell me who's older out of the two kids.
Josh is older.
Okay.
Josh is the big brother, and Gretchen was a year younger than me.
Okay.
Josh moved back to Indiana, but he doesn't live in Indianapolis anymore.
Okay.
He's kind of stayed off the grid. He moved up to Kalamazoo, Michigan with his dad not long after Bonnie disappeared. He moved him and the kids up there. Gretchen still lives up there. I don't talk to her as often. But Josh used to always call me crying, like, just for reassurance that his mom was not the type of mom that would leave him.
Right.
But being 12 years old, I mean, I don't know where else she would have gone.
Right.
Like, every time she went out with anybody, she always came back. And so that's, as a 12-year-old, all I knew.
Yeah.
And Josh and Gretchen are the same way.
So we're looking at this a couple of different ways today, just so I can bring you up to speed as we come into this and we're investigating it. You know, as you know, for me, you know, we never want to take on a foul play that we know it's foul play right out of the gate. I always want to look at it as, you know, is this an accident, or did, you know, unfortunately, did mom last minute decide to end things?
Yeah.
As we're looking at the bar and we're going home, any potential routes along the way, there are 0 accident locations.
Yeah.
This location that we're at the White River Boat Ramp, is it's 4 o'clock in the morning, last minute, you know, does she just make that split second decision of, I'm just done with everything, not thinking rationally, and she does check out?
Yeah.
I never want to bring these things to light for the family, but, you know, at the end of the day, this is part of the investigation.
At this point in time, yeah, like, if she was going to have reached back out, she would have reached back out, or someone would have seen something, or,
right,
you know.
But then on the other side of this as well, you know, we have acknowledged, you know, that we may have foul play in this case today, you know, and this it's not from the moment she left the bar, it's foul play after she would have, returned home.
Yes.
You know, it's 4:30 in the morning, you know, where have you been all night? You know, the divorce and everything that's going on, out with friends and partying, and, you know, the side boyfriend and everything that's going on in her life. The heat of it, the anger, the things happen at 4 or 5 o'clock in the morning when spouses are not getting along. So then that brings us into, well, we have that reservoir to the east that we're taking a look at as well today. That would be a foul play location. So we have 2 teams that are out on the water right now, and we're going to do everything we can to solve this and, you know, at least get the family answers, you know, as to where she is or she is not.
Yeah. And, like, I know that it's a total long shot because she's been gone for so long, but I'm like, even if, you know, you found her car, or, you know, you found answers for somebody else, at least it's a shot.
Right.
You know, because it sucks, like, hearing Josh crying about his mom and, you know, not knowing. And then he didn't want to have his own kids. He just married a lady who has kids, but he's like, I don't want to have my own kids because who knows what could happen. And then he doesn't want to leave his kids in a position where his mom kind of left him.
Right. Now sometimes, you know, children will feel responsibility, you know, and in speaking with Josh, does he feel responsible, like, hey, if this is foul play and, you know, the unfortunate, I don't want to acknowledge that my father did this, but if I would have just stayed home that night, I would have been there to protect my mom and this would have never happened. Is that part of the conversations in Josh's world right now?
I think Josh's thing is, like, I could have protected my mom, or he would know if she had come home, if he was there, like, maybe he would have heard something, or because it was so unlike her to just not come home.
Right.
And then he's had a lot of police officers, like, when he was living in Kalamazoo, come to his house, even after he moved out from his dad's, and accuse him of doing something wrong. Like, well, you weren't at the house. Nobody really truly knows where you were. Even though he was a kid staying at his friend's house, which they did.
Right.
You know, they still accuse him of it. So he's like, if I knew something, or if we could prove something, then people would leave me alone. Like, it's something that just kind of haunts him.
Right.
No matter what he does. I mean,
you know, and with that, and just hearing that just makes us want to solve this one that much more today for, you know, for Josh and Gretchen, you know, their family.
It's so sad to hear him like that.
In speaking with the family, and, you know, you've been around this for, you know, since 97 when they went missing, are there any other potential locations where you're like, you know what, this we absolutely would love if this waterway was searched, is there anything on the family's radar that we can go to for you and for the family?
The only thing that I can think of is the White River. There's like a canal in Broad Ripple, which isn't far from the Timeout Lounge, but it's so shallow. Like, that's where my ex-boyfriend was found when he passed away. He floated to the top, which is actually why I started like really watching your channel, because it just makes a huge difference when people are found. But it's so shallow, there's no way a car could go in there.
Right. Okay. Well, on sonar, it's going to show up, as a station wagon. So, I mean, if we locate it on sonar, we're going to know. And if we have any question, of course, we're going to dive on them as well today. So, we've got only so many hours of daylight, so we're going to do everything we can for the family today, and we're going to get started on the water right now.
I really, really, really appreciate it. And everything you do makes such a huge difference. Even if you aren't able to look for a specific person, you still give other people hope. Yeah. There's someone out there still trying.
Yeah.
And that's huge.
Well, thank you very much. And yeah, as you know, even if we don't find, Bonnie today, at least we have answers for Josh and Gretchen as to where they no longer have to look.
Yes.
So.
Yes. I really appreciate that. And I know that they do too.
Absolutely. Sarah, thank you for giving me a call. You have my phone number, and if we find anything, I will make sure to let you know.
All right. Thank you so much, Jared. I appreciate it.
You're welcome. Thanks for the call.
Stay safe today.
All right.
All right.
Bye-bye.
Bye.
That was a very powerful phone call. Hearing what she had to say, her conveying the way Josh has felt and some of the things that he's experienced since this has happened, it's very powerful. I mean, when we find her today, like there's a lot that's going to come from this, more than just a standard case. Like he has truly suffered in a lot of ways that most people don't in these cases.
And I feel his pain from her telling us the story of, one, if I would have just been home that night.
Yeah.
The second thing is the cops coming over consistently in multiple occasions of like putting the blame on. Mm-hmm. Where were you? Why weren't you there? Had you been?
Yeah.
I mean, that's just...
I can't believe they did that. That's horrible.
But then fast forward also. Here we are, 97, 2007, over 20 years later, and to this day, he's having a hard time starting his own family with kids because he's afraid of. Yeah. We gotta get in the water. I mean, let's, fingers crossed we can find her here.
Yeah, fingers crossed.
So it's so calm in here that we don't even know which way the river is going, so we could be looking at 150 feet in all directions here. Look at that, we already have, I think,
water level.
Is that our first vehicle?
I can't see it. Let me look on my screen here.
Look here. I think that we have that's our first vehicle.
It's possible.
Yeah, 'cause it's only... Well, here, we'll just put a magnet on it. We'll be able to tell real quick. Or I can go park over it with a live scope, then I can tell you on the live scope.
Yeah, do that first.
Yeah.
Because
it's only 4 feet underwater.
It's iffy.
Tilted up. Right here. What is that? Yeah, see? You got a wheel. Okay, we already have our first car. Oh, we know right where it's at. You're already gonna be latched right onto it.
You see my magnet?
Yeah, you're at the front of the car.
Oh yeah,
there.
I feel it.
It's a 4-door.
Oh yeah, boy.
I almost want to say that this one's an SUV.
Okay, let me...
Or, I mean, it could be a Mercury Sable.
Mercury Sables are really small. Back then, it was really comparative to the Camry station wagon.
Right. We'll get it up marked, and then I'll kind of drive around it here and give some different readings on it. I think we're gonna need some more buoys today
Yeah.
for this location. All right, there you go. So I'm gonna drive you around it. Okay, go ahead and keep that too. So I'm gonna take this, I'm gonna fling that up a little bit. And we're gonna go around it and see if you can get a good idea as to what this might be. So upside down. That side shot I think is gonna be the best shot there.
There's no telling.
Yeah, not with it being upside down.
Right.
All right, let's scan for some more.
Wow, I think that the water level has not gotten lower than.
Remember, it's gonna have to drop another 6 feet in order for it to be exposed in here.
I know, but still, like you would think that water level would have changed over 20 years, you know?
Yeah, 6 feet is a lot in a wide river like this, though.
Yeah.
Yeah, we're still running 10, 11 feet here. And you're not dealing with a river that has a fast current at all. I mean, like, we're on a trolling motor today in the river. You know, every time we get into a location where it's like, this is our #1 prime spot that we want to start, and then we find something just right out of the gate that should not be there. Like, I want to get in the water right now, but we need to just be efficient with, like, let's make sure that we clear the rest of this area. That way, once we're in the water, we can then just focus on. Okay, so I have something else that's here, and I can't tell if it's an older car that's been underwater for a bit, so we'll have to put a magnet on it as well. So I'm gonna back it up right here. That one could potentially be, oops, another vehicle that's been underwater for a lot longer. Oh yeah, that's another car. It's off to the left still.
Oh, there it is.
There it is.
There it is.
Okay, right.
Oh, I'm all over it.
Okay, so is it metal or is it
It's
a
definitely metal. Feels like it is.
tree? Yeah, let me back you up on it again. I feel like we have 2 old ones out here.
Which is great. I mean, any car we find underwater is a potential helping somebody. They're all good. But this scenario, we're not looking for a new car. We are looking for something that's been in here for a while. Halfway buried. Sunk in.
Still off to the left. All right, I'm going to flip it.
Oh, no, there it comes.
Oh, okay, I see it. I'm going to take you back that way. Okay, you're right over it then. Metal or wood?
It definitely not wood. I'm right beside it. I'm right beside it. And I'm not sticking on it, but I'm just gonna,
Tie it?
yeah, I'm just gonna tie it up, and we'll leave it right here. When we go down, we can't use it as a guide at all.
Right.
There's no current, so I'm not worried about it moving. So in dragging that, I feel like I'm on top of it. It's got so much built up on it. If it's a car, it's not sticking. But I have the magnet sitting right beside what I feel is coming up over the lip of an open window. I can feel it on the side of something, and then an open space, and then a lip.
Yeah.
What I feel would be the open window.
And you know, and we don't know. I mean, that one's closer to shore, so it's not going to be as buried.
Right.
But coming out further into the channel here, you know, with whatever rains and floods will have happened over the years, yeah, I mean, it could absolutely be buried that much. If,
Right.
you know, and there's been other targets we have marked just for clarity that we thought that it was a car, and then it turned out to be a tree log, and that could be the case there. But
Better safe than sorry.
yep. All right, think there's another one also between here and there. It's also buried. So let's check that one out. Oh, we have another one right here. Let me verify this. Same thing as it's buried. Possibly. Maybe not. No, it's right between those two. So let's run this direction in and out. Alright, so we're going to pick that one up on side scan. So that one's on side scan right there. And then I'm looking for one like right here, right now. Right here.
Mm-hmm.
No, I don't think. Yeah. Right there. And then that's the other one to the left. And maybe one.
And then maybe two more right there.
Yeah. I feel like I'll have to get right over it in order to tell.
Possibly three more.
Yeah. Extremely buried. Like, I wish it would just stick out like this. Like, this just sticks out plain as day. Like, oh yeah, there's a car. Let's run upriver a little bit too. Let's check this out.
Yeah.
It sure would make it easy if that one that was closest to shore just stayed out of all the silt and sediment over the years. Yeah, I definitely feel like we're upriver on this one. Like, we're not hitting anything. Everything else was on that side.
So we have 5 potential cars. 2 marked and 3 potential more.
Yeah, depending on how buried they are over the years. Or they could be because they are so buried, could just be some logs, piled debris.
Yeah.
So until we put eyes on it, we won't know.
Right.
You have another magnet, and I think 2 of them are side by side. There's a tree, so that's not one. You can see plain as day. You can see the tree roots and everything. On that one, there's the one to the left that we have marked.
And then right here in the middle.
Yes, then we have that one right there that we need to mark. It's definitely old and rusted out. And then we have the one coming up on the left right there that we also have marked. So 3 is what I'm seeing right now. And then that's a tree that we verified here just now. You can see that one. So we have potentially 3 right now. Let's run another pass further out into the river. Oh, I feel like I have another frame right here. Okay, I gotta go back over. No, that was that tree. I might have a frame in front of that tree though. Here, check this out. Right here. So this is that tree that when we came over it, I came over this direction, but now I just came over, but look right in front of that tree.
Yeah, that's a car.
I think, yeah, we have another frame right there in front of the car, in front of the tree. So let me come right down that tree, and that's how trees can hide these cars, and that's why these trees get, stuck in some of these locations, is because of that. I don't think your magnet's going to stick on it. I think it's too far gone and deteriorated.
We'll see.
Probably a grappling hook would be better on this one.
We'll see.
But you can try it.
How deep?
Yeah, it's going to be 10 feet, 8, 9, 10 feet. Okay, we're coming up to it right now. Yep, here's a car. Okay, and 2 feet. Should be straight down underneath of us right now. Pull your magnet up, and drop it right there.
I'm on it.
Yep, solid lock.
So.
These things are just buried today. We didn't even mark that other one yet that we have over here. We didn't even mark this other one yet over here. So we still have one right here that we need to mark. And then after we mark that one, then let's run our back and forth pattern. And we'll run this way. Yeah, here's that other one. We just went over it right here. I don't feel like this one's big enough though. Oh, I'm going over it right now.
Right there by the end of the wall. At the end of the rock wall, straight out.
Okay. And then there's another potential right here too. Oh yeah, totally right there. Oh, we have 2 more in here for you. I say for you because it's so calm, and I know you like diving because it's new. You want to go in?
Yeah, of course.
Okay. Okay, so we'll mark. Do we have 2 more by chance, Josh? Okay. We'll take that one, and then we'll. Actually, let's take them both now, and we'll mark them both while we're out here.
This rope's a little tangled, but I believe in you.
We don't have to go down 10 feet.
Does that mean that you have possibly 5?
That is correct. That does mean that we possibly have 5.
Possibly you have 5. Any look like a wagon?
Well, so this one right here that's closest to us is my most hopeful, and the reason why I say my most hopeful is because it's closer to the shore, it's upside down, and it's really exposed. Like, we can tell without a doubt. The issue with the other ones is they're a little further out. They've been in the current 20, 25 years, buried. It's going to be difficult to tell what they are, so it's going to be more of a challenge, and it's even a challenge just finding them because they're so buried. Like, we only have a foot or 2 even exposed.
Is there a lot of current out there in the middle? Or?
0 current. So that makes it really easy. So be a piece of cake for Doug. It'll just be a little time consuming today as he's trying to figure out what they are without kicking up much sediment, which then comes to the instruction of make sure you come into it, Doug, from the bottom side of the river of the current, so that way you're not swimming in your own sediment that you're kicking up. Show me this one.
Right.
There it is. Oh, we're right on it. 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 Let me back it up. Let me back it up. Coming up to it. Coming up to it. And you should be right about on it right there. Remember, you're not on my transducer side, though. You need to be on my live scope side. Sorry. Hold on. Okay, we're coming up on it. We're 2 feet away, 3 feet away, and drop right there.
Oh, I'm on it.
Okay. Is it a log pile or is it a car?
No, it's a car.
Metal?
Don't move. Don't move.
I'm not moving. Completely off. Yeah, so far, since we started the camera, it's been 45 minutes. 45 minutes, we marked 4 cars so far.
We're about to mark our 5th.
Yep.
So let me get this line straight and organized.
So now that we have these 4 in here,
Yeah.
I don't even know where to start now. So I'm just going to have to kind of run like a new pattern right now
It's so easy.
for me to figure out where.
It's so easy though.
I have a ton of markers. So now,
Right.
So now I'll just start. I'm going to run it this
I'm gonna
direction.
tell you where your other one was.
Do you know where it's at?
Yeah.
Okay, see if you're right.
Right there.
Think so?
Yeah.
Okay. Let's back up and see if you're right. So we have that one I'm picking up on. We might have one right here, but I can't quite tell. So we'll head back to that one. And then, okay, yeah, you're right. We did have one right in the middle of those 2. Actually, it might be the one that we just marked. Okay, so we might have another target on the other side of that. That one right there.
Sure it's not a rock?
I gotta go double check it. And then we might have one right here as well. Just look, and it's 18 feet over.
Right where I said she would be?
Almost straight off the ramp.
Right where I said she would be?
Did you say that when we got here?
Yeah.
Oh, right off the ramp, yeah. You did say that. Oh, yeah. This is, look, take a look at this one. See that one? Right off the ramp. Okay, coming up on it. I think that's. Okay, down. No, coming up on it. Coming up on it. Not yet, not yet. Right. Now. No, that's a tree. No, there's a car there. Let me see if
Yeah, that's not a tree.
Yeah, I got a car there for you. That's a tree. We have a tree there, but we have a car next to it. So I gotta get you back on it. Alright, I'm turning again.
See the magnet.
Hmm?
You see the magnet, right?
Yeah, oh yeah, I can see the magnet just fine. Okay, we're like in the area, but I'm not getting the car. It's still on the left. So it's 5 feet over. Okay, alright. Now we're coming right up on it right now. Okay, right there. Yeah, I'm all over it for you. So is it a car or is it a tree?
It feels like it could be a car.
A tree or a car?
It feels like it could be a car. You just gotta get me on it.
No, it's a car. I think so. I see wheels. Okay, we're coming off of it, so let me take you back forward. Okay, you're 7 feet away from it. I'm bringing you back to it right now. Okay, and 2 feet away. All right, you are all over it right there. So you're at one end of it.
Now I'm off.
Yeah, I mean, you're bouncing all over that one.
Now I'm off. I'm gonna go back this way.
Yeah, I mean, you're right on top of it. Okay, which way you need to go? Forward a little bit?
Now I'm caught on something. Yeah, it feels like a tree.
Tree limb?
It feels like a tree.
Okay.
That could be wrong.
You just want to leave it on there just so you can check it? I mean, look, you're like right on top of it. All over right there.
Okay, don't look.
Pull up your magnet again. Yeah, right there. Drop it right there. Like, that's dead center.
I feel it.
Alright, well, let's go suit you up.
You can suit up, and you're confident that's all that's in this area?
Yeah, I'm confident.
Okay. And obviously these cars aren't leaving. You know, there's no reason to look way down there because the cars are staying right here.
Look how bundled up they are right here. This is where they come in, they settle.
So we are in Indianapolis, searching for Bonnie. Here at our first location, we've already identified 5 cars, maybe more, and put buoys, markers on them. And right now, Doug is suiting up, and he's going to be going in the water and identifying if they're clear, if they're the vehicle we're searching for, and we'll have answers here very quick.
Is a car, has not said what kind of car yet. It's a newer vehicle. So he's on the other side of it right now, which would be, if the car is upside down, we're looking at the passenger side right now, is what we're looking at. So he's over on the driver's side right now, because we can't see him on this side of the car. He's now in the front of the vehicle. Silver vehicle.
Nissan Versa. Hatch open, no plate. Newer model.
Vehicle clear?
Yeah, you could tell what I suspect divers have already been on it. So, not what we're looking for. On to the next.
All right.
Where do you want me at now?
How about this one? You might have two on this one, but I'm not sure.
Huh?
This one right here, we'll just go straight down the line here. Pile of trees. Confirmed, I hear you. Pile of trees. Come on up. Let's go check the other one. Hey, I have oil coming up on this one, or gas. Are you on a car? He says he's on a tree. So the direction that the tree is laying, come to the top of it, and then go down from it 5 feet. We have metal there.
Huh?
I thought you told me it was a tree.
It's a license plate.
Do you have a car?
Yeah.
Is it our car?
It's falling apart in my hand, so I don't want to lose it. Car is unidentifiable, completely buried. The only thing exposing is this tail end of the vehicle. Amazing find on sonar. I don't know how it was found. Be very careful. Everything in my hand is crumbled.
I don't know how we're gonna tell what it is. Oh, we got some numbers here.
Yeah.
Okay, amber waves of gray, 99. I didn't see what. Yeah, what is it? We have 99. We have a 99 plate here. How many 99 plates are we gonna get?
I don't know, but
Say that again. We don't have. I cannot read all of it, so read it again.
First two, 9-9.
Confirmed. I have a 99.
Next two, G is in Gary. Then a 9.
Let me see.
I can't tell. I mean, that looks like a 99, and then but then it's like a weird, funky number that goes up.
99. Mm-hmm.
We may have her car right there.
me a second, man. I'm gonna go back down.
That looks like an X to me.
Yeah, I mean, yes, that looks like an X, but I don't know how these numbers read. Like, how does this go on there right there? Because that could be used as a spacer here. But then that, like, what is that? Because that doesn't look, this does not look like another 9 here. So I don't know how the license plate reads across. First two, definitely 99. Like, what do we call this?
Upside down. Vehicle is upside down.
At first I was really worried because you said it's not.
Yeah, I dropped right on a big pile of trees.
But you know how to get back to it.
Yeah.
Okay.
And then I was feeling around, went around the pile of trees, and I'm sticking my hand in the mud, and then I grabbed the frame of the car, followed the frame, dug out what I believe is the rear, and then stuck my hand down in a silt and felt for the license plate, and it was right there.
Yeah.
And it fell right into my hand.
Yeah, because how many other license plates are going to be 99?
I don't know.
But I can't tell, I can't read the rest of it. It doesn't look like the rest of it, but he said 6. See, we're missing the very last digit on here. We have a 6, this is a 6 here. But this doesn't look like a G.
Right.
And it has like this weird X spacing, but the X is not the same size as the rest of the letters. I don't think this is the car. When you look at a 99G645, you look at it like that, that is not our plate. Like, what are the odds of it starting with 99 like this?
It's a type of really cool sports car. Bright red, like only like a freaking Ferrari or something really cool.
Really?
Old style T-top.
Yeah.
Driver's side T-top has been busted open.
Almost like a Magnum PI Ferrari?
Something like that, yeah. Wow. Man, it's so buried. Bright fire engine red. No other common cars don't come that color red.
Right.
Especially back then. I couldn't find any emblems on it. Great big old wing on the back. Back windows busted out as well. I felt around. All in the driver's side cavity. Everything I touched was sticks. I couldn't get the steering wheel off, no emblem. Nothing would come off. Is Jacob having any luck?
No, not yet. It is a lake that you can only have 10 horsepower on, but he got permission to use his boat.
Oh, okay, nice. Because of the circumstances, right?
Yep. So he's only dove on 3 now so far. 2 of them are confirmed. 1 of them was a tree. He appears to be floundering around down there, wondering where his target is. So like I said, this may or may not be a target. Yeah, this one was that iffy one. We didn't know if it was or not. There he is. It's a nice little cassette deck. There, we'll take it from you. I'll come over there.
There's a tree. There's 2 trees down there with a carpet over it. That's what's giving you the false reading.
All right, yeah, that makes sense for what we saw. Like I said, you can never really tell and clear it until you put eyes on it. All right, yeah, we're clear. All right, we're clear. I'm gonna pull him. We're good. Everything in here is accounted for. We dove on every target. I verified everything after he's already dove on it, just to make sure that we are not missing any targets. Another email from Sarah that was on the phone. She says, hey Jared, what about where Kessler or Meridian cross the White River? Do you think that those are possibilities? I have no idea what those two are.
Kessler and Meridian.
Kessler and Meridian. So it could just be streets?
Mm-hmm.
So let me bring those up. From what I saw though, we were looking at bridges only and not actual roads. But let's bring up 62nd Street to 4400 Clayburn Drive, our multiple routes that we have. So if we come up to the north and we cross over, so 465 is the main route, so that's not going to be one of interest where we're crossing over the White River. The other one that we're at right now was on 62nd and Broad Ripple, so that's the one that we're at that we just covered. And then to come across, okay, so here's the two other. Meridian, and is this Kessler? Yep, okay. So based on where we're at right now, this is where we're at. But the other two routes home that she's referring to, Meridian here, and I don't see any
way in.
boat ramp there. I mean, you have quite a distance to.
Yeah,
You're not coming off Meridian
by accident.
Yeah. Well, even like on purpose, like you're not going to choose that. And then you have no boat ramp on Kessler either. So unless you come over the bridge, which I mean, you can never rule it out, but we have to have some way to also put it in there as well. But you don't have a boat ramp or anything down there.
And what's the last we've heard from Jacob?
We give him a call right now. Because from the bar, I have nothing else. You know, after this,
right, the reservoir
is the foul play scene.
Yeah.
And just to confirm, I don't have any other bodies of water on any of these routes for an accident location. All right, well, let's call Jacob.
Hello?
Hey, how's your search going today?
How did my search go today?
How is it going?
Oh, I haven't found a vehicle yet.
Okay. Yeah, we ended up diving on our 5 targets. Of the 5, 3 of them were vehicles, right?
Yeah.
Or 2 of them?
3.
We had the red, we had the red Ferrari.
Red Ferrari.
We had
You
the
say a Ferrari?
yeah,
The Versa.
the Versa. What was the other one? Or was it only 2?
Only 2.
It was only 2. So so we had 5 targets, and 3 of them turned out to be trees the way they were laying, and 2 of them were targets. So we've cleared all of them. Nobody's in them, and we don't have any other locations over the White River that's going to give us a target or a place to search. So nothing else between the bar and home do we have an accident or a suicide scene. All right, so what do you have left at the reservoir?
This reservoir is huge, dude. Like, I'm searching right now on the main road, kind of like on the lower half of it.
Okay.
The water is really choppy on the other side. On the it'll be the west, on the west side.
Okay.
Boat ramp area is clear.
But the boat ramp area though is clear. The one that we gave you that's closest to the house.
Yes.
Okay.
Yes, absolutely.
Okay, yeah, I wouldn't take it to the other side of the reservoir, in my opinion, for what this would have been.
So
what I was kind of looking at was the road, the next road up.
Yep.
I mean, there's little small guardrails, and I figured maybe if they went up north, or it'd be east.
Okay. Well, Doug's going to finish getting undressed. I'm going to sit on the dock here and go over some more mapping and scratch my head and see if we have anything for a potential target.
Okay, would you like us to load up and come back?
Yeah, right now we have nothing. So yeah, I mean, that was the one major boat ramp. So yeah, go ahead and load up, and then we'll see if we can come up with another game plan.
Okay, I checked 3 different boat ramps around here, just like little, like marina type deals.
Okay.
So.
All right.
All right, well,
Sounds good.
We'll
We'll see you in a bit.
back.
All right, thanks, sir.
Bye-bye.
So, I mean, go back to the bar. What's around the bar? I know it's 18 miles away, but...
Not from here. From here, we're only like a couple miles.
Okay, well, look around the bar.
Okay.
What could possibly be around the bar that we can get into?
Okay. Sounds good. I'm
Right?
sit in the
that's
shade and do
next
it.
logical thing for us to do.
All right, so in breaking this down, I have where we're at here, and Sarah was talking about, like I said, if we took a look at Meridian and we took a look at Kessler, which are the bridges, out of the question, but I want to come back and just take a look, thinking, all right, it's 4 a.m., I'm intoxicated, I don't want to take the main roads home, what can I do to take some of the back roads home? So then that brings me over to anything that might be along the river that's close enough. This one over here on Westfield is too far, but I'm getting me closer to Meridian is what I'm looking for over here. So if we come over, again, this is the bar. I'm sorry, the bar was over here. So the bar was down here on 62nd. So we take the 62nd over, we take it up either all the way over to Meridian, or we take the first right over here, duck over onto River Drive. Is there anything close enough to River Drive? But as we're looking at this, you know, everything looks shallow there, and we have quite a bit of a distance, and it looks like we have a barrier. But until we put our eyes on it, I don't want to rule that out. This then brings us down towards Meridian here at that intersection to get on. I don't know if that goes over or under. That almost looks like it's a bridge, huh? That goes under. But then, heading down towards Kessler, the other thing I'm looking at is there's another canal that we bump into right here. So Westfield Boulevard, and what is this canal here? Now this one is more likely than River Drive, in my opinion.
And that's the canal she was referring to.
This is a different, a canal, but I don't know what the story is with this canal. But then this takes us, this canal on Westfield then takes us down to the other Kessler Ridge over here. Kessler right here. Yeah, and that one overshoots it though. So I wouldn't see a reason why she would actually take the road by this canal here. So then where does that take us? I mean, I guess we're gonna put eyes on River Drive there. But then if you take a look at anything by her house, as you had mentioned earlier, you're dealing with, you have homes all the way around every single one of them.
Yeah. It's just, they don't make sense.
Well, let's go put eyes on River Drive.
Yeah.
And then we'll take a look at the canal as well, but I think the canal just takes her too far south on any route home.
Yeah. And then Sarah is mentioned as well that it's super shallow, and that's where they ended up finding her ex-boyfriend.
The canal.
Which wasn't in a car. But yeah, we can't rule anything out until we lay eyes on it. I agree.
Okay, well let's
So
go put eyes on the White River down by River Drive then.
Yeah.
All right. This one, Doug? I'm 100% taking this one off the list.
Yeah, you got a 20-foot rise in terrain plus a wall.
Yeah, you need an entire 4x4 just to get up there and a wall to jump it.
Yeah, and 1990s station wagon is not making it up there. Definitely writes this section of river off completely.
So what about that canal bridge that we just crossed over in town?
Let's go back to the bridge and drop a magnet down. See how deep it is.
Okay.
Which I suspect 3 feet.
Think so?
Yeah.
Head west on Riverview Drive toward Broadway Street.
And we'll find a bridge that we can stand on. Okay.
steps going right down to it.
That side has a guardrail, but look over here. You have the road right next to it with no guardrail.
Okay. All right.
Well, I think you can see the bottom. Like, you can see the bottom all the way across.
But these are the things you don't know unless you put the boots on the ground and take the time to come down here and rule each of these places out. Again, it's a process of elimination. Does this bring us one step closer to finding Bonnie? I don't know. We're definitely running out of options at this moment.
We're back together right now with Chaos Divers, really interested in a couple of things. You know, one is the locations that you ended up, what you ended up seeing, as well as my understanding, talking to Lindsay, is that you had a conversation with Team Waters as well, some potential locations that we need to look at or should look at or they have looked at, or kind of bring me up to speed on that.
So they mentioned where you guys found the cars, they had also seen those too. They were able to tell us basically the same cars that you guys had described.
Okay.
And then they gave us another location. One of them, I believe, would have been not too far from where you guys were at, Gary Road and 106. And then there's also 3 ponds north of the Eagle Creek Reservoir where we were at. They have not been searched. They've never been searched. Dennis had been contacted by the Indianapolis City Police Department. They had purchased sonar. They wanted training. Dennis had given them a price and said, hey, I'll knock down my price if you can let me come search while I'm there for her. And they said, nope, we got it. We'll take care of our own cases. And then they never contacted him back.
Wow, really? They turned down free help?
Yeah, so when he was here searching for her, it was actually with the Indiana State Police.
Okay, but only the one boat ramp that we were at?
Yeah.
And no other boat ramps?
And yeah, the ones that you guys were at, and then they said that the reservoir had already been done, but those 3 ponds directly north, and Dennis did say that would be in walking distance for her husband. He could have gone, dumped the vehicles in there, and walked home. There's 2 of them that are absolutely like, okay, yeah, I can totally see it. One of them is a lot more residential than the other 2. The first one is almost totally industrial. The second one is kind of a mix. The third one is definitely residential.
Okay, so we have
easy access.
So we have the home here. Okay, and then you guys were over here at the reservoir, at Eagle Creek.
The Eagle Creek Reservoir on the west side of it.
And real quick, you guys just didn't find anything there. Okay, so first of all, just to make sure I understand, Eagle Creek is completely clear. You guys did 3 boat ramps over there.
Yes.
Okay.
Yes, and also the road that goes in between. There's a road right. Well, there's a road somewhere
There's a
right
road
there.
that divides the reservoir.
We also did the front and the back side of that.
Okay. Now, before we jump up to the 3 ponds, where is that other one that you mentioned? 106, or what is that one?
That one was East 106 and Gary Road. And you guys, I believe, the cars were at Dean Road and 82nd, so it wouldn't have been too far from you guys.
From where we were at? Okay, did you look at it on a map? Do you know where that's
That one
at?
I had not looked at, but he did say that he believed that there were some vehicles there as well.
Okay, but Dennis never made it over there.
Not to my knowledge.
Okay, and then let's jump over to where back to the house, and then over to the other 3 ponds?
Yes.
North of Eagle, where's that at?
So if it would be these 3 here. This first one is, if you look at it, it is definitely more kind of industrial looking. There's access from that backside. Then you've got this one here, again, kind of industrial with access to that backside. Then this one is definitely residential.
Okay, so this one here, so yes, the residential one I feel is definitely off limits because you have houses all the way around
all the way around.
Except for like this little corner at 4 in the morning, it looks shallow over there. This one here.
That middle one was kind of a split, but you did have a lot of access on that back side of it where there's just that.
Yeah, and that one, it looks like you might have a boat ramp that goes down there. So you might have access into there. And then this one here, you also have access right there.
And you can definitely see where it's a little more, on this end of it, looked a little more industrial with that big parking lot kind of thing. So I'm assuming if it's more of a business, there's not going to probably be a lot of people there at 4 o'clock in the morning.
Right. Well, we're at the fire hall now. Let's see if we're waiting for a captain, see if we can grab air. And then if so, I say that we can't leave town until checking out that boat ramp there that you have access to. You don't have access from the road. There's too much foliage to get down. If you look at the size of the car there, just way too much foliage. But the boat ramp, yes, out of the way. That right there, yes, I could see that as well.
But he said that those have not been searched.
Well, there's
at
like
all.
50 right there.
Well, you actually have like a boat ramp that goes down to this one here.
Mm-hmm.
That's out of the way and secluded. And then this one here, like I said, 4 or 5 in the morning, that you can pop off right into the water.
Both sides. I said on both sides you had two entryways.
Yeah, see one of them. Oh, you mean down here?
Yeah, so you have it this one and that one over there.
Right. And then that's from the house here.
That is walking distance.
Yeah, I mean, that's a
No.
long walk.
There's like 15 other bodies of water in between there. If you go back to the other map view.
I mean, you've got, these are closer. I don't know, this is a tough one. I think that what we're going to need to do is plan this one for another trip.
Look at the other view of the map to get an idea of like really like all the water right there.
Yeah, I mean, the water is ridiculous around here. So, I mean, if you're looking at just these 3 down here, look at all the water between there and there. Right. Now, most of them are residential, so I think we're really going to have to break this down, talk to more people in the area. Like I said, I've got the captain here that, unfortunately, he had to be out of town.
Let's see what they've
with
searched
family.
too. Yeah.
Yeah, and he said they really haven't searched.
Okay.
Again, you're dealing with red tape. You can only go search if you're instructed, hey, we need to knock out a search in this area.
Yeah, and they're not volunteers. This is just
and we're also coming into a case that's 23, 24 years old.
Right.
So I think that maybe that's where we're going to have to end, unfortunately, is we're going to have to reach out to you. What do you think about this case? Are we dealing with an accident? Are we dealing with foul play? Are we dealing with a suicide? And where would you send us? If this was your investigation and you take a look at the entire area, start marking them down. Give me like your top 10 and send them our way. On that note, we really appreciate you being here. If you have not already done so, please subscribe so that way you can help us spread awareness as to our capabilities as we travel the U.S., working cold cases and the mysterious disappearance of others. That's it for now. We'll see you on the next episode. Thanks. Bye-bye.